Not all men, but always a man. Is this true? Yes, but not in the way you think. Typically, someone making this claim is referring to men who commit heinous acts of violence, such as murder, rape, abuse, or other similar transgressions. The reason, of course, is that most violent crimes are disproportionately carried out by men. But there's a flip side. Most acts of heroism, self sacrifice, and innovation are also disproportionately carried out by men. The greater male variability hypothesis explains why males, at the population level, have a wider spectrum of genetic traits compared to females. Notice that the male curve is much broader and flatter, while the female curve is more clustered in the middle. What the hypothesis suggests is that there tend to be more males on the extreme ends of the genetic spectrum. Two key pieces of evidence to support this are X-linked hemizygosity and the higher mutational rate of sperm. Because males carry only one X chromosome, they are more likely to express recessive X-linked variants since they lack a second one to mask any recessive genes, contributing to greater phenotypic variance. Females can mask some recessive alleles since they carry two X chromosomes, buffering the expression of extreme variation. Spermatogenesis also increases the mutational rate due to the greater number of cell divisions. These new mutations, whether deleterious or beneficial, can potentially introduce genetic changes that increase phenotypic variance. These variations can include physical traits such as height and body composition, as well as cognitive and behavioral traits like risk-taking and intelligence. Essentially any trait that is influenced in some way by biology. This might explain why men, on average, are overrepresented at both extremes of the social hierarchy compared to women. For example, there are more males in high-status roles such as political leaders, CEOs, top athletes, geniuses, and other positions of authority, as well as more males who are criminals, homeless, or physically and mentally disabled. I'm reminded of a lecture Camille Paglia once gave, stating that the reason why there are no female Mozarts is because there are no female Jack the Rippers. And I think the analogy holds true in the sense that men aren't superior to women, but are more volatile in terms of what traits are expressed, predisposing them to the best and worst types of behavior. Men have achieved some of the greatest acts of virtue, while, at the same time, have committed some of the greatest atrocities. So yes, not all men, but always a man, is 100% true, but for the best and worst types of men. Stay wise.